Thomas, first of all, welcome to the Blue Jackets. I'd like to talk to you about your trade deadline day because you're one of the guys that went down till the very end. Right before 3 o'clock is when it was announced that you were coming to the Blue Jackets. What were your emotions like throughout the entire day, knowing that your name's been out there for quite some time?
Well, I mean, I've been through it before, so I guess I wasn't too worried about it anymore. I think I packed accordingly, let's just say that, and I just went about my day. I woke up in the morning, grabbed some coffee, talked to my agent, and you know, he heard there's a few teams interested, and just kind of waited for him to call me, and you know, took a while, but eventually I found out I was going to Columbus, and here I am.
What about this team now? You look at Columbus, do you know much about them?
Well, not too much from being in the West this year, but I do watch a lot of hockey, and then, you know, from the past couple of years, what I like about this team is I think they play with great structure. They obviously, we all know they have the best goaltender in the world right now. And when you have that, you always have a chance. So I'm excited about that.
And where do you see yourself fitting in?
I don't know. I mean, I'll probably sit down with Torts tomorrow and we'll go from there.
Right on.
Are you looking forward to that conversation or to getting to know him a little bit? To see if the stories are true again, I guess, about him?
Sure. I mean, I've plenty, you know, I've been around the league now, so I know what he's all about, and I've heard my share, but then again, I heard a lot of good things too. So, you know, I had Lindy Ruff as a head coach for 9 years, so, you know, I'm used to the tough love or whatever you want to call it, so I'm excited for it. This
is a team that has been, at times this year, starved for scoring. And that's one of the things that you do pretty well. How much are you hoping that you can just jump right in and continue to do what you do and help this team out immediately?
Yeah, I mean, it's, again, I feel like I can still score at this league and play at a high level. And, you know, hopefully, again, my goal is always to come in, find chemistry with whoever it is, and try to make them better, and hopefully they can make me better, and just go from there.
Do you know any guys on this team? Anyone at all?
Not really. I know Nick a little bit because I played with his brother Marcus in Buffalo, and Taylor Journey, you guys just picked up. I skated with him in Minnesota in the off season.
Sometimes that's good not to know anyone. Just kind of go in fresh.
Yeah, I mean, this is my 8th team now, so I'm pretty easy to get along with. So I don't see that being an issue.
Talking about your 8th team, I would imagine every stop that you've made, you've learned something a little bit different, a little bit more, things that you've been able to add together and become the player that you are, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think, again, I think early on in my career, I was more of that net front. And I think as I moved on and played with different guys, I think I always knew I was a good playmaker, and I think my game kind of evolved too of, like I said earlier, making my line mates better and not just, you know, getting to the net and screening, tipping, or whatever it is. It's just kind of being more of an overall better player.
You almost sense that as you get older, you appreciate a little more being in the league. Is that, you get a sense of that?
Yes and no. I mean, again, you know, coming from Austria, my dream was always to play in the NHL. So I think I've never taken that for granted, for sure. But again, what I appreciate about now the game is just, again, how hard it is to now, especially now with the parity, you know, to be in a good team and get into the playoffs. And we have seen it in the past. Once you get in, anything can happen.
Well, Thomas, thank you very much for sitting down and talking with us for a couple of minutes. We do appreciate it, and welcome.
Thank you, guys.